Greetings, everybody. If you're thinking about getting a 2015 Nissan Leaf, here's some information regarding its mileage that you might want to know. First, when it's fully charged, it usually only gets about 80 something miles. There's no backup gasoline it can run on, so 80 something miles is all it'll get. Interestingly, it doesn't always register the same available miles after being fully charged. Sometimes it'll say it has 88 miles when fully charged. Another time it said 92, and another time it said 76, but it's usually in the 80s. Another thing you should know is that if you use the heater or air conditioner, it'll deduct 6 miles from your drivable miles. Notice here how both pictures say I've driven 55,939 miles, but the picture on the left says I have 76 miles available, while the picture on the right says that I have 70 miles. That's because I turned on the heater/air conditioner for the picture on the right. One positive about the Leaf is that if you drive economically, your miles will last longer. And what I mean by driving economically is keeping your speed under 50 miles per hour. And that figure, by the way, is just my take on it. I didn't actually see the owner's manual indicate that 50 miles per hour or less is what's officially considered economical. Anyway, notice how the picture on the left says I had driven 55,944 miles with 76 miles of charge left, while the picture on the right shows I had driven 55,950 miles with still 76 miles left. I was able to drive 6 miles without knocking off a single mile from the charge by driving economically. The flip side of that, though, is that if you drive over 50 miles per hour for more than a few minutes, your miles will drain faster than the amount you actually drove. Notice here how I had driven 56,047 miles on the picture on the left, and I had 35 miles of charge left. I then drove over 50 miles per hour just to show you all the proof, and you can see that I only traveled 5 miles to reach 56,052 miles, but the available charge was reduced by 9 miles down to 26 miles of charge left. Another important point to know is the charging time. Notice how I still had 26 miles of charge left, but it estimates that it will take 13.5 hours of charging to get the car back to fully charged. For those of you who travel over 30 miles one way, 60 miles round trip to and from work every day, you would have to make sure you set aside enough time every day and night to allow the car to charge for 13 or more hours, unless you have a 240 volt outlet, which drastically reduces the charging time. All in all, I think the Leaf is a good town car, a car to drive around town with, especially with gas prices being $6 a gallon right now. But the lack of mileage and the long charging times are definitely drawbacks.